There's no doubt that some of the most memorable AAPEX moments happen during the networking events and receptions. Between the OAC Global Reception, the Yang Reception, and the Import Vehicle Community's fabulous networking reception all on day one, there's something for everyone in the aftermarket industry.
Definitely a great way to mingle with also other industry people, not just suppliers, but other exhibitors, talk about what's going on in our industry, learning what their challenges are and stuff like that, and how we can collaborate, grow our industry as a whole.
This is one of the first reception that I went to for the night. I know there's a lot of them, but Yang, I've heard a lot of recommendations. Waiting to meet up with some people who are going to introduce me to some other folks, but overall came here for the networking.
This is the first time that I'm in this kind of reception. We had been invited from the U.S. Embassy in Guatemala, so they give us this invitation. So I don't know, I will walk around and chat to new people, and maybe I can get new business.
Be sure to use the hashtag AAPEX23 when sharing pictures from these receptions and others, like the remanufacturing reception, service and repair reception, and the Women in Autocare and Their Allies reception. This is where business gets done, and there's no better place to do that at this year's show than on the amazing show floor.
I'm new to the industry, wanted to really get a feel for what was out there, looking for new products, connecting with vendors, networking with people. All of the manufacturers are here looking for new items, or people here looking for new items, so it's very important to come each year and see what's new in the industry.
AAPEX doesn't just put you in front of thousands of buyers, it puts you in front of the right buyers.
Hoping that I could find channels that I could expand and find a new way of expanding the business.
You need to know what's in the industry, you need to be able to relate, you need to be able to take things back that will benefit people, improve the aftermarket industry, just overall be a benefit to everything.
Welcome back to AAPEX TV, powered by ZF. I'm Amy Sweezy. I'm joined now by Brian Rassin. Brian is with ZF. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you, Amy, for having me.
So you are in charge of some very specific products. Tell me about that.
Yes, I am. Thank you. I oversee the North American range of control system products, which is primarily brake products. Anything from disc pads to the hydraulic components to brake fluid. So everything from old school, standardized vacuum-powered, let's say, boosters here, all the way through electronic versions that fit the most recent vehicles, such as hybrids and electric vehicles.
So what are some of the new products that you have?
Well, as we see here, we have a brake booster. And what's unique about this, it's a new brake booster where most of the industry is in remanufactured. We offer new ones, and we offer new ones for very specific reasons. They are coming off our OE production line, so they're very application specific for those vehicles. but also we have a clientele which is more, I'll call the car enthusiast, the European car enthusiast and the soccer person out there that's got their Beamers and Porsches and Mercedes, and when they have their cars serviced, they go to what's called the import specialist, and the import specialist, they specify only new OE parts. So that's what's unique about us.
So ZF really is a front runner when it comes to new products and also the evolution of products, right?
Oh, absolutely. We're always trying to think ahead. When you think about e-mobility, we were there years ago, where others are now just starting to think about it. No, we've been in e-mobility for years, and we've been planning. We do electric motors for electric vehicles. We have the fluids for them, everything else.
Brian Rassin with ZF, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, you're quite welcome, Amy. Thank you for having me.
We appreciate your time. And with that, we'll be right back. It's one of the most popular sessions at AAPEX, Trends Impacting the North American Aftermarket. Todd Campow of S&P Global Mobility shared his annual overview of key industry trends and new insights affecting the North American aftermarket.
EVs continue to get all the attention in the press for sure, and we're seeing them grow in our marketplace. They represent 1% of the vehicle fleet right now, and we're expecting we're going to see about 10% new vehicle sales as EVs. But I think they're not without some challenges in growing adoption. I think a lot of the early EV adopters have jumped in with 2 feet, and now they're on that next level trying to get new consumers to buy EVs.
Campow tells us these new vehicle trends are impacting aftermarket repair opportunities faster than ever before.
I think the aftermarket repair opportunities are growing more from what happened before the pandemic. We saw a lot of really good years of new vehicle sales. From 2015 to 2019, and now we're reaping those rewards in the aftermarket as those vehicles enter our repair bays.
Then a look inside the crystal ball of one of the most highly anticipated sessions of the week, the 2024 Aftermarket Outlook. This year, Circana's executive director and industry analyst Nathan Shipley covered the trends that we have observed both in general retail and the aftermarket over the last 2 years, and why understanding what drove sales performance during that time is critical for predicting what the near-term future might look like for our industry.
We have seen that there has been a shift in who is driving the most demand in the aftermarket. We're seeing a higher income consumer that became engaged over the last couple of years with the aftermarket for a variety of reasons, and they've remained engaged. So that higher income consumer is driving a lot of the sales that we track.
His presentation also provided perspective on how macro trends might play into future results.
We're seeing mobility patterns that are very strong, people taking road trips instead of driving to offices. You know, all of these things, bottom line, are helping us as an industry. So the future looks bright.
It's a celebration of the best booths once again at AAPEX 2023. This year, 7 exhibitors took home awards. Febreze is your winner of Best in Show for Small Booths and Best Linear Booth. Tecumseh, your winner of Best Small Island Booth.
We take this opportunity to show our products, to show our advantages, because we have factory and the group has good skills producing. So this is a really nice opportunity to show what we do, because we do it very well.
And Brembo North America won the Best in Show award for Large Booths and Best Large Island Booth.
It's a tribute to the team. More importantly, it's a tribute to our brand. So it's nice to be acknowledged for an award that really embodies what we're trying to do in the aftermarket and be a brand leader, to be an innovator.
Congratulations to all of this year's award winners. The independent aftermarket's future is at risk. Federal right to repair legislation is needed to protect it. New technologies are eliminating access to vehicle-generated data. Independent repair facilities and suppliers may be unable to service all vehicles. This creates an unfair monopoly for vehicle manufacturers and dealers that threatens the aftermarket and burdens consumers. Without right to repair legislation, the aftermarket could lose billions of dollars by repair restrictions. For consumers, this means longer wait times, higher prices, and fewer choices.
If we don't get it, a recent study said that by 2035, independent aftermarket share could drop from 70% to just 54%. Wow. That's a scenario that is bad for us in the aftermarket. For consumers, that is a disaster.
Without the Repair Act, by 2035, $92 billion would be redirected out of this room. And that's just the tip of the iceberg.
The momentum behind this bill is growing. Learn more about how you can join the fight for the right to repair and enter for a chance to win a stay at the Venetian for AAPEX 2024. It was a day of recognition for leaders and companies in the aftermarket industry. Autocare Association's Women in Autocare community came together to celebrate the recipients of this year's Automotive Communications Awards, while also recognizing women leaders in the aftermarket industry.
It's an honor of a lifetime. I mean, to be recognized by my peers and friends and a community that I love and respect so much is really, really super special.
MEMA honored those who were known to raise the bar in advocacy, as well as diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Everybody in Dana from different regions, they bring ideas. We have a committee council where we are making sure that we understand what diversity means in Asia or in Europe or South America. So it's not just one person, it's a whole team.
Congratulations to all of this year's award winners.